What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Deity Old World Air Only battle. We got some big things going on at the moment. Strangely enough, there's so many good civs that maybe we're not getting as many wars at the moment, but I'm sure it will happen. Or all it takes normally is a couple of civs to pile on in, someone to get a little bit weaker than usual, and they'll jump on in. But at the moment, if you look around the map, there's actually just a big cluster of pretty big civs. And there's a few filler ones. Look at Europe, you've got the Netherlands. Obviously, Britain's kind of safe on their own island. You've got Netherlands and Germany going after each other, so that's a pretty bad example. You've got Greece, who are pretty big as well, probably not on par with the two to the north of them. Actually, I don't know, Greece and Germany seem pretty similar, actually, looking at units and stuff, but Germany, I think, are a bit ahead. But, you get what I mean, but Greece is obviously saved a little bit by the mountains, so this is probably a bad example. But the best example is probably in Africa. You see the Songhai, Nigeria, Egypt, Rhodesia, Burundi, they're pretty big and still surviving. They're not going to disappear anytime soon, although Egypt may get very close now. Ethiopia, another one, sort of again protected a little bit, but a lot of these civs are just good mid-sized civs. Byzantium's another example for Europe. India, the Jar, Siam, all pretty good sizes in Asia. And Korea's again is strong enough to probably protect themselves at the very least. But we did see Germany grab a city, which is weird, because last turn I said it looked like the Dutch had finally got past that, but nope. They fight back through and somehow did attack this submarine. I think planes can see it, so that's an advantage, I guess. Don't know if these other units, I don't think frigates should be able to, but I'm guessing if it shoots them, they can maybe shoot back. I can't remember. Either way, yeah, there you go. They have managed to damage that one, so they can shoot it somehow. So that's good news for Germany, I guess. Hamburg is yet to fall, however, that said, Germany did not clear the unit next to it this time around, so there's a good chance that this Great War Infantry is the one, so maybe it's going to be a one-for-one trade. Germany, of course, will be the bigger losers there, as good as the city is. It's pretty cool. It's not as good as 20 population, Hamburg, all these copper mines, cotton fields. I assume it stretches all the way down here, potentially, as well. I don't know where exactly the border drop-off with Berlin is. Get this mountain, which is obviously a bit of maybe an awkward point, being separated. But yeah, pretty big city for the Dutch to take, should they be able to do so. In fact, they failed and ran away, so they have no more sympathy from me when, if Russia's just bowling on through Europe towards them. Sympathy's gone. You could have made it quite interesting there, but you ruined it, didn't you? Is there any more settlers out this way? I know Nigeria has one. I think another civ has one who's a first timer in the New World. We've got a Nigerian settler in the middle there. Don't know if there's anyone. The Netherlands area out here is getting bigger. All these cities, 7s, 7s, 10s, 12s. Yeah, they're starting to control quite a bit out here, which is quite exciting for them, of course. Britain's doing quite well with these colonies as well. Korea's got some units. Don't know why they're here, but there you go. Rhodesia now has planes out here. That's pretty ridiculous. And their borders have all sort of grouped up to give them a huge chunk of South America for themselves. It looks like someone's going to kill the Congo soon. I'm guessing Rhodesia, but there's other people around. I don't know who's at war. Obviously, can't keep track of it. We went through that global politics page in the Info Addicts episode a couple of episodes ago. It was a complete mess. There's the other settler that I knew was out there somewhere. Carthage went for Iceland instead. Very different atmosphere and climate to what they're used to. All the sun and beaches. I feel like Carthage is like the party capital of the world or something, or the holiday destination of the world, just trying to stay out of wars, ignoring this war zone over here. But for the most part, just nice sunny beaches and the sea, islands. I can imagine this is probably the best place to live. Let me know where you'd like to live. I used to do this all the time for air only battles, and I actually stopped a while ago. I just forgot about it. Where would you most want to live in this civ world? I'm thinking somewhere in Carthage would be a good place right now. Obviously there's a war in the west, maybe not there, but somewhere like Antium, or maybe not Gades because there is the impending threat of invasion, but maybe the city of Carthage or Sardinia here, or maybe, I don't know, where would you like to live? What sort of culture and civ and location would you like to go in? Or even if you just want to say where, if you're comfortable, I guess, just saying what country, where you live, like what country are you from? Where is that occupied in this world? Because obviously there's only 20 countries on this map occupying most of it. Or do you live still in the empty, barren wasteland? I don't know. Area I live is currently, occupied by England, as you can probably tell. I don't even know where, I know where it is on this map, but obviously I wouldn't give that away so easily. The Dutch are crossing over as well. But yeah, let me know whereabouts you guys. If anyone's from where my submarine is, then that's pretty cool. Hamburg struggling a little bit. The Hague doing quite well to be held on to. What's the other war? Japan is the other main conflict. Not much going on there just yet. Korea seems to be having a little poke around with their turtle ships, but they're a bit outdated. I mean, they still have more numbers than France, so I guess... France? My brain. It has been a long day. And I've still got 2 more episodes of other series to record. It's going to be fun. Japan has got... Wait, who's France? Japan has got better boats, but they have less of them. Okay, I think we got there in the end. Cool. Going into... Brain going to sleep. Triplanes, exciting units to have. What are you up to? No, just more triplanes. Okay. Yeah, there is still a long gap between everyone else and the leaders right now. It is, I mean, to be fair, triplanes is a bit surprising, even by their standards. I know Egypt has regular bombers, and I think Rhodesia does as well. The sort of World War II era one. Oh no, maybe not. Egypt doesn't. But I think Rhodesia definitely did. Yeah, they have bombers. I think the Netherlands might do as well. Or do they have Great War? Oh no, theirs are all Great War planes too. So maybe Rhodesia is catching a little bit. I don't think the info addicts really made a strong statement for them over the Jar just yet. But obviously with all of South America, that could gradually change. And obviously if Korea maybe conquers Kyoto, that would be a bit annoying, I guess, for the Jar. They've got so many options. No war with the Vietnam just yet either. Siam, sorry. I was reading that city name. It's pretty close to Vietnam. Viet-Eon. And the Hague has fallen. So yeah, the Netherlands this time look probably set to hold on to that. Japan pieces out with Portugal, as does the Jar. Luckily, nothing changed hands in that one. That would have been very weird peace deal had anything changed hands there. But we're good. Germany with some Great War bombers and other things around. Hamburg is very low. That is a worrying sign. And poor Congo. It's all fallen apart for them. I thought they'd be safe out here in the New World, but Rhodesia is proven too strong. And they are gaining the rest of South America. This city might just be safe because it's not coastal, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. There's plenty of artillery units and planes over here to do some damage. Not much left now for the Congo, just a couple of cities. Songhai with another settler. We'll see where that ends up. Still plenty of space in North America. All of Mexico really is still open. Plenty of sort of right down the center here. I thought Nigeria was going to settle, but maybe not. Maybe they're going for the Old Faithful. And there is still all of most of Canada as well available. The only real bits that have gone are a couple of Dutch bits in the east. So we'll see what happens there. I could do the massive war breaking out just to spice things up, but it's been a while. We've had the series always full of wars, the last few, so it's been a while since we've had one of these quiet periods that sometimes do occur, and they go on for a few days. And for me, it feels like forever. I don't know about you guys, maybe it feels the same. Maybe it's more broken up for you. Obviously, I have to do a few episodes in a row. It does feel like forever. Just hoping that Germany or the Netherlands make something more than just keep swapping hands happens, but it's not been the case just yet. Hamburg, wait, I swear, did Hamburg fall? No, it didn't. Something else. I thought it was going to, and then the Dutch messed it up. That's what happened. Dang Dutch, just ruining everything again for everyone. They were close. Let's have a look at the biggest cities in the world. I think I did this recently, but nothing else to do. We're just waiting for Hamburg to potentially fall at the moment until something new breaks out. The Netherlands, Amsterdam is the biggest, then it is Delhi and Yangcheng from India and the Jar out in Asia. Next good spread. Africa for the next biggest one with Egypt and Thebes with 29. Seoul in Korea 28. There's a good spread on these huge cities. They're all over the map. Moscow 27 in Russia. Sukhote from Siam with 25. A few 25s. Carthage 24. You got Bujumbura, the Burundi capital. The second appearance on this list actually then from the Jar and Russia and India all showing up with 24, 23, 23. Nigeria, Lagos, Berlin. That's the first appearance for those guys. Nigeria with another city at 22. Russia's third biggest city and the Jar's third biggest then show up. Songhai with Mali's former capital, Lisbon, and then the Songhai capital Behind the Tsar's fourth city, London, St. Petersburg, is Russia's fourth city on the list as well. India with their third on the list, Russia's fifth city on the list, then Egypt again, Nigeria, Greece, Egypt for the third time, Russia's sixth city. There's a lot of Russian cities all around that 19 mark, and quite a lot of cities all around that 18, 19 mark. I think it's probably the average population, maybe a bit lower. No, I'd say 18, 19 is probably around the not the average, but like the median, the one with the most cities are actually at 18, 19. Imagine the actual means our average is a bit messed up with all the sort of colonies that are small and just some other small cities, and then you've got the huge ones at the complete opposite end of the scale, like this one, which looks very nice. Last episode, or wait, no, it wasn't last. My brain, maybe it was this episode. I asked, maybe in this one, where would you like to live? Well, where do you think's the most prettiness as well? We'll judge that. It looks like, I think that Amsterdam might win that one, even though these are just farms. They look pretty nice. Yeah, I think so. Constantinople, kind of, I don't know, that seems like a nice place, but at the same time, there is a fort here, and it looks like a pretty tense land border between the two, so maybe not the best place to live at the moment. I don't know, maybe this area looks kind of nice. You've got the landmark, again another tense border though. Do get a nice mountain wonder though. Oh, we have a new city. Don't know when that popped up, or when the settler... I think we did see them cross over Central America at some point. Obviously, you just lose track. I'm not watching the Pacific Ocean 24/7. It's a pretty huge space. The Tsar with the settler are also arriving in North America now for their third one. India with 2 more heading towards Australia. But there you go. The Dutch have arrived down here with Great Britain. So that's another person for India to have to try kick out if they want it all for themselves. I thought someone might settle in this valley, but same effect. I don't know where these other settlers will be going. I'm guessing 1 or 2 for New Zealand, and they're not going to go to Australia, where there's already plenty of civs taking up plenty of space. Carthage looking okay. Right. You can do something, Russia? I feel like I need to poke you with a stick. I feel like they're the civ that could get the whole ball moving. Even if they just attack somebody, it allows the other civs to think, oh, Russia's not going to attack us now, let's do something. I feel like all these civs in Russia's shadow are just sort of in a perpetual state of fear. Byzantium, Persia, maybe not the Tsar, although these anti-air units obviously would suggest otherwise. Mongolia, I mean, not sure they can put up a fight, but they're going to try. If it ever happens, I'm not sure what their riflemen will be able to do against mobile Sams who are running them over and just not even noticing they're there. Same goes for the pikemen. Just get run over. Don't even need to use the guns. But we'll see what happens. If it happens, I'm sure Russia wants that land eventually. Maybe they'll find a way to fix... Wow, there are so many planes and missiles over this way. That is... that's pretty crazy. Okay, now there's a ton of nuclear missiles. Where the heck did they all come from? Plenty of guided ones as well, but yeah, there's now over 10. Like, there's at least 10 nuclear missiles as well. That is terrifying for some civs. They must... Obviously, they do get double strategic resources, so they've really benefited from that change, and just having all this land gives them a good probability of getting some of those resources. So yeah, that really helps them with oil and everything. Pretty solid place to be in. Japan's still holding on fairly well. The Tsar isn't even seeming that interested, which is weird. I thought they would have wanted to have united the Japanese Isles, and that would have made them look a lot stronger on the map as well. You know, basically, they are basically the China of this game. This has always been like that, but yeah, they are basically the China of this game. So, you know, they need to be the civ that stands up to Russia. Obviously, we don't really have a US counterpart to the Russia and China. I guess Germany's kind of Europe, and then I guess the Netherlands could have, you know, in theory you could say the Netherlands is like an early America, but I don't know. Probably not really a good fair comparison to make there, but the Dutch is the only civ you could see that playing that role. But it doesn't matter. I don't think the Tsar and Russia are best friends, so those two will be... I guess Rhodesia could also be considered something. I don't know what you'd compare them to, but they're pretty strong. as well. Let's give them some credit. But that is it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. We've got 47 turns till the results. Hopefully we'll get some more wars by then, because things are a little bit slow, I do understand. Hopefully we'll get something sooner or later to maybe speed things up, make them feel a little bit more interesting. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.